Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. This is Spicy Jimmy, joined by Tony, the $2 ho, literally half of the show. And today we have with us
Ben.
So what does that make Ben? Ben's 0% of the show?
of the creation, yes. Sorry, Ben.
Of the creation, yeah.
Yeah. Today's 33% of the
Put
show.
that mic a little bit closer to you.
33.3.
There you go. There you go.
I was hoping I'd get more of a reaction when I called you a $2 ho.
I just don't like that you adjectivize the name. Making it Spicy Jimmy makes it really gross. Makes it sound like a special brand of condom that has like a hot sauce.
Oh, yeah.
in it or
Candied
something.
jalapeno condom flavor.
Yeah, for sure.
I was watching, we were watching Is It Cake this morning.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. The kids really got into it. I was surprised. Well, we finished Casper. We watched, took us three times sections to finish the movie Casper with Christina Ricci.
It's a quality movie.
Yeah.
It really
And
is.
Devon Sawa.
Devon Sawa
Yeah.
as a child.
Yeah,
So
bro.
I've talked to a lot of girls who say that Devon Sawa as the ghost in Casper was their first crush, and that's why they're only attracted to dead guys now.
It makes a lot of sense to me, actually.
What the fucking type of people are you hanging around?
He was incredible.
Goths
in
babes.
Idle Hands. You guys see
Idle Hands, Slackers,
Yeah, of
Final Destination, of course.
course.
And then bye-bye.
R.I.P.
He kind of just...
He passed away.
No, he didn't.
No, he took a break from acting.
His career passed away.
Effectively passed away. Maybe I'm confusing him with what's his name?
Macaulay Culkin.
No, who's the kid?
Brad
that,
Renfro.
Brad Renfro. that got
took his own
molested.
life.
He was molested by.
He was in that movie, The Client.
and he was an apt pupil
Yeah.
with Ian McKellen, and they did a scene where it's just a bunch of naked boys. And
You brought that scene up a few times.
well, it's one of my favorite scenes in movie history.
No, Devon Sawa, dude, Idle Hands, Jessica Alba. That was like what?
Jessica Alba was...
That wasn't her
stunning.
introduction, but it was close. And it was like, whoa, who?
Seth Green. Seth Green was in that.
Seth Green dies. He's a zombie throughout the movie.
You're picking up on the point of the show, which is that you just recite the names of actors who are in movies.
It's
Yeah.
great. I'm good at that. I can absolutely do that.
yeah, bro. Finally, dude.
You have company for
have a
your
cohort.
It's, you do 6 Degrees from Kevin Bacon. You just, oh, you know what? He was also in this with that person.
Drives Tony up the fucking wall, bro.
Yeah, James will go, and so that guy was also in this, and he just looks at me like a seal.
You mean Spicy James?
Spicy James.
Spicy Jimmy.
Yeah, Spicy James.
I feel like just introducing myself as Ben, like I feel like I'm more than that. Like a lot of people, they call me Guido or,
Sure.
by my last name. I'm not just Ben. I feel like that's too vanilla. So I felt underwhelmed.
Move that up. Just move it up
Well,
so you don't have to bend over.
Lucky for you, Tony
There you
will
go.
probably forget and not notice that the audio has stopped at some point here pretty
Nope,
soon,
we're good.
and we'll have to redo all of our
I'm
fucking
over here
introductions
doing
again.
everything
so-
by myself.
Yeah, we do. We love doing post as much as possible. We like to reproduce.
You'll notice I switched out the cable that was causing problems. I came
I
prepared.
did notice it's a black cable now.
Yes,
Yeah, black is always
Fantastic.
I prefer that.
better. Oh man, how's your day going?
Spectacular.
Yeah, did we noticing the weather changing? It's
That was
amazing.
beautiful. Windows open this morning.
Yeah,
Incredible.
dude.
Love it.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, we spent the whole morning out back with the kids, getting dirty as fuck. My whole backyard is like sugar sand, and toddlers fall face first a lot. So basically, what happens is they look like coal miners when they come inside, because it's like that gray, blackish sugar sand.
Your
It's
daughter
everywhere.
makes me play a game with her where I'm a zombie, but I'm not allowed to eat the brains of any real people. So she just says, "There's a person right there," and it's like a invisible person. And I have to eat the brains.
Wait, hold on. Who started this game?
She did.
She came to you and was like, "I want you to be a zombie."
Yes,
You never started this game.
100%.
Oh.
It was a couple weeks ago, and now
I've noticed the game being played. I
Wants me to
I was
be a zombie,
100%
okay.
certain it was something you came up with.
I'm not going to introduce a child to the concept of reanimated, brain-hungry beasts.
Why not?
I wouldn't put it
It's
past
horrifying.
you. I wouldn't put it past you. Knowing
No.
you know.
I'm not going to do that.
We were trying to put up some Halloween decorations yesterday, and old Peter Smonson was getting on me for celebrating demonic holidays.
him and Demons are. It's so
He's
bizarre.
Such a fucking.
It's so bizarre. I mean,
He's like
not
holidays are for children. You shouldn't celebrate holidays unless you're a child. He just hates fun.
I wish he would watch. I wish he would listen or watch.
Let's shit on
I
Peter
would love
for
to
a
just
while.
talk shit about him for quite some time.
I don't think he listens. He might listen to this one because
he
he
refuses.
refuses.
Yeah.
Maybe he will.
He won't be a guest because he's such a big
told him
fancy
if
pants.
he wanted to know, what my correlation between the movie that I chose is that he's going to have to listen because he shit on my
You guys had a
choice.
huge fight about this.
And then just never spoke about it again, which is great. That's, kind of a good theme in our relationship. It's just,
This is
I
how
don't
men
care.
move past things.
I don't care
Yeah, you
if
just
he says
ignore
he
it.
was genuine. His wording was he was shitting on it.
He's trying to dig at you.
He was, and
He knows
wouldn't
what
admit
pushes
it.
people's buttons.
He wouldn't admit it, and once I overreact, which I tend to do, he's like, "Dude, calm down. You're so sensitive."
Man,
he got me.
I
He
love
got me
that
so
one.
good. He got me so good with it.
He's a troll.
Yes.
He's a fucker. The Halloween thing makes me so mad because he knows that I love to dress up and I love to.
You do.
I love to get silly.
You love to show
and he's
out.
like, "That's not adult. That's lame."
I come
He thinks
home-
adulthood means you can't have any joy or happiness or
Well, that's the thing about having kids
frivolity.
is you get to relive all of that stuff.
Yeah, dude.
No,
I think
person-
it's better when you're the adult because you're the one creating. You get to like build all the stuff.
Yeah.
Like hanging Christmas lights to me is like super dangerous, getting on your roof and hanging over it. Like I had more fun hanging Christmas lights last year than I had doing any other work on my house. Was doing the Christmas stuff.
Because you get to imagine the joy of your children, right?
Yeah, well, you get to create it.
So when I dress up as sexy Sigmund Freud, it's to amuse children.
It's
It's
gross.
to amuse yourself.
It's to amuse myself. And to look good.
So I get home on like Wednesday or Thursday from work, and there's this big Amazon package, and it has my name on it. And Teresa's on the couch, and I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" I don't even know. And she goes,
Doll.
"She's looking like the cat that ate the canary," and she's like, "I don't know. It has your name on it."
Here we
so
go.
I open it, and it's a surgeon gown, Halloween costume with a big perm wig. It's the Frankfurter dressed up as the doctor for Rocky
Oh, great.
Horror outfit. So
Do you know what I'm wearing?
What?
A French maid outfit.
Oh,
I'm going to be
nice.
female. I'm going to be male magenta.
You're gonna be male magenta. That's a good one.
For
I
what?
got-
For
that's a
what?
good
For
one.
We're going to
specific-
Rocky Horror, bro.
Rocky Horror?
Do you know
Another
Rocky
thing
Horror?
that Peter hates.
Rocky
for no
Horror?
reason.
Oh, I'm sure.
I
I'm
can
sure.
understand
I can see Peter.
why it is hated. I mean, why he specifically would hate it.
Oh, totally. I would expect him to hate it. I should buy him a Rocky Horror T-shirt.
What is
You're not going to wear it.
what's the lead actor's name?
Tim Curry.
Tim Curry.
Yeah,
Curry.
yeah, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be
Tim Curry
him.
in drag.
I'm gonna be the version of him where he's the doctor though. He's got the doctor gown
course.
on. Yeah, and I guess male magenta's good. She's gonna be what's it called? The other one, not magenta. What's the one? I always forget their fucking names, dude.
I can't remember.
And then she starts chuckling like an idiot when I open the package. She was so happy. Well,
Are you going to wear pantyhose?
Yeah, I'll do whatever
Let's
she
go,
buys. Yeah, I don't care. I don't whatever.
There's
It's all
something
for her.
about dressing up in women's clothes that's just like so freeing and feels
sure.
good.
I've never really. I wouldn't have the experience.
You and Edgar Hoover
Yeah.
would love to have a whole podcast.
We had a
about
lot
that.
in common.
I'm
very
really.
suspicious of certain groups of people.
I'm not normally. I fucking hate dressing up. I'm not really into it. I just don't like the way that like wig feels or way makeup feels or any of that
Scratchy on the
stuff.
head.
Yeah, just
Get a cap, wig cap.
But I love that Teresa's into this. It's like a big part of why I think she's adorable. So like, I just want to be a part of it. It makes her so happy. Like it's so fucking funny. It's
Yeah.
so easy to make my wife happy. It really is. All I have to do is like partake in these silly things. So yeah.
That's great, and I know how you feel. You whatever it takes to make them happy, you do it.
Yeah, it's
My
like-
wife's the same.
It's like literally
simple
my
stuff.
job as a person is
Simple
to make
stuff.
her and my children happy, and I
Absolutely.
fucking love it. I'll clock in that job. Every
So what's
day.
my job as a person? Making myself happy?
Well,
Not
no,
working.
you're no, your job is
Miserable.
to be the arbiter of taste.
Okay.
That's another Peter.
Smashing
shout out.
Machine was not great.
That's a Peter
It wasn't?
shout out.
No, bruh.
Really?
No.
Man,
I don't want to
That's a
get
shame.
too deep into it, but I'll just say I think he was like, I'm not going to make a basic sports biopic. And so he went so far in the other direction. It's just like, oh, this movie's kind of boring.
That kind of sucks because, well, a lot of people saying praises about Uncut Gems. It was very anxiety ridden for me. Like,
This
it's just
had
them
no
screaming.
tension.
Really?
This had no anxiety in it. That was the thing.
Oh, this is Ben Sadfi did this.
Yes.
Safety Bros.
Yeah, that's crazy that it sucked.
Yeah.
He's kind of.
I don't want to say it sucked, but it was just not a gripping film.
Yeah.
Emily Blunt looks hot. I didn't realize that she had yams like that, but
Really?
she's wearing a push-up bra.
Did you ever see Charlie Wilson's War
No.
with Tom Hanks and
she
Julia
sexy in
Roberts?
that?
Oh my fucking god, dude! It's from like the early 2000s. She's
Yeah.
pretty young, but she does a happy birthday thing for Tom Hanks in like
Oh, Mr. President, happy birthday.
in her underwear.
Happy birthday,
Or she's
Mr.
not-
she's got
Skylar White.
She's got like a dress shirt on, like a man's dress shirt on.
That's a hot look on a lady.
But she removes it during the song. It's pretty intense.
I guess I just like dressing up like a girl, and I like when girls dress up like guys. Is there something wrong with that?
No,
I like my girl to wear football pads, you know?
and hold a gun to me.
That's
Yeah.
like in scary. That's like in Scary Movie,
While she
where Sean
enters
Williams'
from
character
behind.
just makes her put on football pads.
Yes, exactly. But today,
Well, you know what they say, Tony. Pleasure has nothing to do with gender roles. Who gives or receives, penetrates or is penetrated, none of that defines you. Desire doesn't need hierarchy.
I like that idea, I guess. No one's penetrating me, though. Get your fingers away from there. That's where poop comes out.
No, we just had a conversation with a friend of mine, dude. Cole frequently talked about on this, and we have a friend, mutual friend, is a lady who has a boyfriend who enjoys being pegged, and it's been a pretty long relationship, I guess a year maybe, and then lately there's been complaints that
She's being too rough.
that he wants it too much.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's like, well, I mean,
Am I not enough for you?
Pandora's
it's
box,
kinda-
man. Once it's
I-
open.
look, if
Pandora's
you like
butthole.
that at all, you're gonna end up liking it too much. I'm sorry, I don't feel like there's like a dip your toe in type sport.
Dip your finger in.
If you ever
Toe in the butt?
received an
Sailor, take
entire
warning.
an entire member inside of yourself, then you're willing to. In my opinion, it's just like
It's not a member, though. And it's a
but
girl
it's
doing
the
it.
size of one. We're not talking about a finger during a blowjay. We're talking about a lady.
Do you like that?
Strapping? I don't know. I mean, I'm sure that it feels good.
I'm not interested.
I'll never know. I'm like Cat Williams, dude. They say that, the man's G spot is inside of his anus, and I'll never fucking find out. So.
Yeah.
But I could, if a guy's like, she fingered me in my butt when we were blowjaying, I'd be like, whatever. But if a woman like puts a whole thing
Contraption.
on, strap on, and you get on your all fours, and there's just, you're into something different.
What
and
if it's
cool.
missionary style? Her on top.
That's
Yeah,
worse.
And you put your
that's
legs,
worse.
put your
Face
legs
to
behind your
face,
head.
yeah.
That is worse.
Palms on the dips of the knees, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, pushing up. Yeah, that's even worse.
That's
I'm with
worse.
Ben, yeah. That's all right.
That's scare.
Yeah, it's
What if
also
it's you
pretty
on top?
aggressive.
You're riding it. And she's
Doing all the work, man.
tied back to a
That's
long-term
even
feed.
worse. That's the worst of all three. You on top riding it is worse than missionary, and the best case scenario is you and doggy.
And then she smacks your ass.
Oh, there it is. Finally,
I love the way you smack my ass.
Yeah.
Love that song.
Maybe that's what he's talking
Puddle
about.
of Mud.
Getting pegged.
He's
Wow.
also talking about getting put in a dirty cage.
You know what's funny?
Yeah. Cock cage.
A cock cage?
Chastity cage.
Chastity.
I never put that together.
He's locked up.
You lock me in your dirty cage.
They made a new album.
You make me watch.
Did they
Well,
really?
you suck my friend.
Yeah. I was reading an article about it this morning. Wes Scanton's going on about how their new album is
I bet he's taking down woke culture.
No, it's a dedication to Lane Staley, Chris Cornell, and Chester Bennington.
I wouldn't really put Lane in the same category as those other two.
Neither would I, dude. Lane Staley's way fucking cooler than
He's
them.
way cooler.
But maybe he just died too early to
I
become
would put
cringe.
Lane Staley and Chris in the same category. I wouldn't put Chester in that category.
I don't like Soundgarden.
Chris kind of was in the same.
You don't
in the
like
same
Soundgarden?
genre.
Did you ever listen to like Bad Motorfinger, like early
No,
Soundgarden?
not really. But I fucking
Audio
love,
Slave,
I love
Audio
Alice in
Slave
Chains.
was cringe to me. Love Alice in Chains. They're so good.
I love Soundgarden,
Jarflies,
dude.
like I don't something about it just speaks to your soul. Lane's voice and his severe heroin addiction is
Yeah.
always very like.
Oh man, I love
Appealing
early
to me.
Soundgarden, dude.
You know what I thought was funny? The
Actually, I
guy,
love all the Soundgarden. I loved fucking Super Unknown and the Fell on Black or whatever this third record was.
the guy from Godsmack, Sully Erna, who clearly wants to be Lane Staley so fucking bad, claims that their band is not named after the Alice in Chains song Godsmack.
That's insane.
He's like, no, it's a whole different parallel thinking. I came up with it.
Sure he did. Sure he did, pal. We should have him on.
Meanwhile, he's just so far away.
I'm not the one who's when I feel the snake bite enter.
That's the one.
What was he trying to be like Lane? He didn't sound anything like him.
He's
it's
doing
bad.
he's doing a Lane Staley voice. He's doing that.
It's that, yeah.
A little bit. I never drew those two connections, to be honest. Not that I'm like
I
a
really
huge
did.
Godsmack fan.
They might as well be a cover band.
The movie. The movie?
You guys want to get into
Do we
it?
have anything else?
The moment we've
Do we
all
want to
been
go on
waiting
about
for.
Christina Ricci at all?
She's bad. She's a hot chick. Black Snake Moan.
Oh, man. I always go to Black Snake Moan. Also, Sleepy Hollow.
Sleepy Hollow's
Big
great.
one for me.
I
Yeah.
mean, Johnny Depp. I've soured on Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
I could tolerate his movies.
You didn't like the way he treated that lady.
No, Pirates of the Caribbean
Amber Heard?
ruined.
Yeah.
No, that was cool.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Pirates of the Caribbean ruined Johnny Depp, dude. Straight up. Like,
Secret Window was incredible. I like that because John Turturro really sold that
Yeah.
fake character, the
Yeah,
Hat
yeah.
Man, whatever he played. You know,
yeah, Johnny Depp was the man.
he was.
Yeah,
He was
you
at the top
know?
of his.
And like Ed Wood and all those Tim Burton movies. And then,
Oh yeah.
But
Well,
then
then Tim Burton went a little nutty and started,
Yeah.
his Alice in Wonderland remake. Bad.
They just let him do everything.
Whatever he wants.
Every fucking intellectual
wants.
property. They're
He's
like,
like,
let's
"All
give
right,
it to Tim Burton.
I got something new. It's got Johnny Depp and my wife in it. And they're like, whatever you got.
And they're going to kiss.
and they will kiss. And I
they're
will
gonna-
watch.
both look very pasty.
Yeah.
Porcelainy.
I'm not I don't know. We talked about Mars Attacks on here, which is a good movie. I think there's a lot of later Tim Burton shit where he's really phoning it in.
Yeah,
Yes.
Ed Wood's a great fucking movie. It's about the making of the movie Plan 9 from Outer Space, unanimously voted the worst film ever made.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really good movie. Ed Wood was a cross-dresser,
Oh.
and he was known to do it on set, directing the film.
Okay.
Yeah, he would do it. He would direct the film in like a
Corset.
corset or like a gown.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not into like wearing a dress per se, but I like to accentuate with, like a blousey top. Women are allowed to have much more colorful patterns than men a lot of the time,
Yeah. Well, not today. I think I got them all beat.
You do. You look great.
This is a good shirt.
Pretty colorful pattern.
We found this together. This
Yeah.
Shirt.
I've gone
You
on
bought, I think you bought that shirt that day.
yes.
Oh, wow. Look at this. This is a thrift store vintage hipster day.
I've gone on this horrific crash diet so that I can get abs for Halloween, and I lost like 3 reps off my bench press. It's really bad.
Yeah.
I think I have to start having carbs again.
Yeah.
That's tragic.
Well, how long have you been on the ketogenic diet?
2 weeks, I've lost 13 pounds.
Yeah. Well, if you got to push through, you got to make it through the 30, and then your body starts using it.
I don't think it's 30 days. I think it's like 3 days.
Why do you
before
need abs?
No.
to be hot?
Yeah.
Like,
To impress a lady.
would your costume accentuate?
No, he's just got
I'm
a
going to
lady.
be sexy Sigmund Freud. Yeah. I'm going to
Sexy
wear
Sigmund
like
Freud.
a suit vest and a bald cap. And I don't even know what he looked like, really. I need to figure that out.
No, I'm saying that after the 30 days, you adjust. Yeah, it's 30 days. It's 3 days before your body starts using it for fuel, but the 30 days is the. I mean, it's not like a scientific window, but it's when you can start building again. Like
Okay.
you're gonna crash at first. That's what like the whole 30 is all about. That's what I'm on. I'm on the whole 30 right now,
Yeah.
and it does. You don't lose weight as drastically, but your head gets clear. Very clear, because cut out all processed foods. Have you heard of the Whole 30 diet?
No.
My wife and I do it. minimum once a year, sometimes like 2 or 3 times. It's 30 days.
Crash.
No processed foods.
I like that a lot.
Ben, I feel like your diet is
Horrific.
Yeah.
Horrific. But like, so I haven't done it recently, but I will go once a yearly maintenance and I diet hard and I can lose 25 to 30 pounds in, 2-3 months.
Yeah.
Haven't done it in a while, but because I've got 2 small children right now.
Hard with the kids.
Got 2 small children, but I'm at my base, which is like 219.
You don't look bad, but just my picture in my head of your lifestyle is that you're at home gaming and eating junk food and like peeing in bottles, but there's just babies there too.
Right. No, I don't pee in bottles. And I don't eat a lot of junk food, but like the meals themselves, like there's this Little Caesars pizza.
Okay.
Before you like shit on, like everyone thinks of a hot and ready, right?
Sure.
But it's like they've stepped up their game and it's a premium. It's more premium. It's like a $15 pizza. And I love it. It's a stuffed crust, pepperoni, with Parmesan on the crust.
Parm in the crust.
Parm on the crust,
salty.
and stuffed crust cheese. I will order that and eat it for a few meals for sure. And that's one of my favorite things. I'm just a simple man. I just love a good pepperoni.
Well, as a very wise man once said, Little Caesars sure tastes great when there ain't a bitch in your ear telling you it's nasty.
Yes, exactly. And just recently, that bitch was Peter and Billy.
Yeah, I remember this.
The 3 of us were playing a game together. Billy C, my boy Billy C, he asked me to call him that specifically instead of just saying Bill or Billy. He's
Billy
like,
C.
Billy C, my
boy
boy Billy C. I'm playing Fortnite with the 2 of them, Peter and Billy, and I'm like, oh, my food's here. I got to go get it. And like, oh, what'd you get? Oh, I got Little Caesars. And Billy, ew!
They just fire off.
Ew,
on it.
dude, what are you? That's disgusting. And I got like genuinely mad at them because I'm like, how rude are you? You calling my dinner disgusting? Like, if you don't like it, that's fine. Keep it to yourself. Also, you asked me what I was getting.
Yeah.
I didn't say, hey, my Little Caesars is here.
I didn't volunteer the information.
I didn't. They asked me, and then they shit all over it like they tend to do, and then I get mad at them. And calm down, dude. Why are you so mad?
I think Billy C eats Uber Eats like 3 meals a day.
He does.
So
yeah, he does. But
How does anybody afford that?
It's very
He's a wealthy
expensive.
man.
It's very expensive.
But what a waste of money.
sure.
I spend a good amount of money on
Got
groceries.
no kids.
No kids. He has no kids. They, and they take a lot of vacations and they eat a lot of Uber Eats, and I envy that, because my
Must be
life
nice.
before children, it's I wouldn't ever trade it.
Yeah, well,
million,
no,
you know?
I don't know, man. I don't miss any of that bastard shit. Like, I cook minimum 4 meals a week, like minimum. And that's really way under because I cook all my lunches too. Like this morning I cooked all my lunches for the week.
Yeah.
I just grill a shitload of chicken and what happens is like the kids end up eating my tiny versions of my meals. Mm-hmm. Or maybe I make a lot of cheese quesadillas for the kids is kind of what ends up happening. But
Classic
yeah.
American meal.
Yeah.
It's very easy.
Yeah, well, my wife is, half Mexican. She makes these killer enchiladas. We get green chilies from New Mexico.
Ooh,
and
fucking love.
yeah,
chilies.
she fucking crushes these things, right?
Wow.
And so I just love cooking. I'm in my kitchen so much, dude. And I don't know. I haven't done Uber Eats since year 1 of sobriety, maybe.
You don't miss microwaving a meal and then eating it while microwaving another meal and just watching the microwave while you're eating the first thing that you microwaved?
Yeah, staring through the hex pattern.
I do fuck with jank pizza, though. I'm a big Domino's guy.
Domino's.
Domino's is fine. It's all right.
Fuck with Domino's.
I mean, I worked there for like a year and a half, and I never got tired of stealing the food and,
Yeah.
Me too. I
and
worked at
reaching into
Domino's.
the box and
actually.
picking pieces of sausage off of people's food with my fingers and then
used to do
delivering
that.
them the
I
pizza.
used to do that as a waiter. If I was
Yeah.
ever your waiter, chances are one of your French fries was in my mouth when I was handing you your food.
Yeah.
So when I
Enjoy.
worked for Domino's, I was a delivery driver,
Mm-hmm.
and I had a 2003 Dodge Durango.
Nice.
And it was a beautiful, beautiful truck. And this was 2006, so it was relatively new. And I'm delivering pizzas. I call my manager right after a stop, and I say, I need to go to the Chocolate Factory. It's this sub place in Wisconsin. One of the most amazing sub sandwiches in the area. It's called the Chocolate Factory because they also do ice cream, right?
And because it's owned by R. Kelly.
It was not owned by R. Kelly. It was individually owned. It's a family business. And so he's like, yeah, whatever. And they closed in 5 minutes. And so I'm speeding on a lake road, and I fishtail and I flip my truck.
No.
I flipped it into a drainage ditch completely upside down, and I call my manager back, and he's like, what do you want? I'm like, oh, just letting you know, I flipped it, you know. I'm not going to be back tonight. But I crashed, you know, a $20,000 vehicle because I was speeding to get a submarine sandwich. That's, you know, very fitting for my life.
Yeah. I mean, I take subs pretty seriously.
Yeah, sandwiches are...
I can't have them right now.
Yeah, it's the biggest thing
me.
I miss about whenever I do this whole 30 thing. And everyone says, oh, this is one that got me. Yeah, man, we're just shitting on Peter. I hope Peter listens to this episode. You know, disclaimer, I love the guy. But I told him the diet yesterday, and people love doing this when you tell them about the whole 30. They're like, fucking easy. Got that. But Peter took it to another level. He's like, that's basically how I eat already. I was like, and then 5 minutes later, he's like, I'm at Friar House once a week, bro. Like, I want to let you in on a little secret. Nothing at the Friar House is good because there's no rice or beans. There's no wraps. We found these egg white wraps that are actually, but what you don't realize is there's a ton of seed oils that aren't Whole 30. There's a ton of added sugar everywhere. And in 1 gram of added sugar, it's disqualified. Done. And so also, I should probably take this.
And we're back. Second class, 27.
Parking disaster averted.
Fantastic.
Praise God.
You know what? Nice segue into the film.
Yeah.
We chose Ben chose 2016.
2016, Hell or High Water, Taylor Sheridan.
Taylor Sheridan, dude, who makes a cameo, as he tends to.
Who does he play?
He's a cowpoke when they're driving to the bank robbery real fast, and there's a bunch of cows in the fucking road.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, Taylor Sheridan's like, and I wonder why my kid don't want to do this job.
Yep.
Yeah. Which at the time that I saw this film, I had no fucking clue who he was. I don't think anybody did. I think this was one of the first. This is before Yellowstone.
It was, but so he did Sicario 2015,
which I was
Hell or High Water 2016, Wind River 2017. It's the American Frontier trilogy.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And so you just watched Wind River also, right?
I didn't watch it last night, but I'm gearing up to watch it because I need to. I love.
I'm not going to spoil it, but I will say something that like
you never watched Wind River.
Never seen it yet, but I will.
Something I really enjoy about his movies is that they will kind of slowly build, and then in the third act, shit just goes fucking hammer, dude. Wind River is another one of those.
One of my major notes on the film is the foreshadowing is such a great part of the movie. But before we get started, there's we'll get to why you chose it. But what I realized while I was watching this movie last night is that the first time I saw it, this was probably my 5th viewing of this movie.
Yeah,
4th or 5th.
Same.
But the first time I saw it, I was in Tampa picking up a vehicle with my old and late friend, Caddy, Matthew Cadillac Terlingo. And we were picking up a 4Runner before a Keys trip with our other friend, Tucker from Oregon, who I think listens. Shout out, Tucker. And it just brought back this whole cool flood of memories, bro. Like, I completely forgot. I was watching it, and Teresa's like, when did you see this first? And I started doing the figure. I was like, holy shit, me and Caddy went and saw this here in town. It was this whole thing. So it was kind of a cool, and it was just, I just remember, like, the experience. I remember walking out of the theater and being like, that's the best fucking movie I've seen in forever.
Right?
It was a really good viewing experience. Great movie all the way around, dude. Then you miss a lot, I think, the first time around. A lot of, like, cool little pieces of the puzzle.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So I think Tony's going to give us a...
Right?
Yeah? No?
A what?
Yes? Swiss cheese?
Swiss cheese?
What do you want?
We'll go over the movie. Usually you lead the thing. You're acting
I'd
like
like him to say why he chose it.
I can do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
So, it's a Neo-Western, right? Like, there's something about... Well, I remember being a kid and during holidays, Christmas, my dad and my grandpa was like the toughest like man in the world to me, like just an all around badass. They sat around and watched Tombstone for
hell yeah
days, just basically on repeat, right? And so that's kind of like how, you know, I viewed a man, masculine, you know, Wyatt Earp, Doc Holliday, Val Kilmer, you know, those guys. And so
very cosmopolitan,
of course, you know, and I see when I see a neo-Western like this, it reminds me of like that, you know, that feeling I get when thinking about my father and my grandfather and just like pure men, mustaches, you know, guns, being a badass. And so I like just the whole setup, Texas and the brothers, you know, they have the accent. And when trying to pick a movie that relates to your life, it's hard because I'm not a fucking movie star. I'm a regular guy. I'm a family man, you know. But of course, you know,
movie star good looks.
Movie star good looks. Thank you. And
on it.
So I'm like, I really relate a lot to the two brothers, which that was another one of, you know, Peter's shit on moments. You don't have a brother. Of course I don't fucking have a brother. I don't have to.
But I really want one, man. I think of you as my brother.
That's what I said. I said Ben's
you don't
my
have
brother.
a brother.
Yeah.
You don't have a brother. Why could you ever? That doesn't make any sense to me. Fuck you, Peter.
I think this poignant explanation of how it relates to your family is great. He's just like, suck my dick, dude.
Yeah. And well,
Gosh,
also, he didn't remember the ending of the movie, or like they did it all for their family, right?
Yeah.
That there's at its core, there's family values, and these gentlemen, these two brothers, would do anything for their family and for the future of their family. And I can relate a lot to that, being a new father. I have a 3-year-old and a 2-month-old, right?
2 months.
2 months.
Holy shnikes.
My daughter is 2 months old.
Brand new.
Brand
Good
new.
for you.
And
Damn, you and Peter toe to toe with that, huh?
Exactly. Yeah. His daughter's a little bit older. We have
Little bit.
older sons, younger daughters.
We're going to get married.
And so
Yeah.
I love that aspect
my daughter
of it. Like,
and Matt's son.
we would move mountains for our children and our family, right? There's nothing I wouldn't do. And that's a new feeling for me because, you know, I've been married for 4 years and I have 2 small children. I used to just be a selfish person, right?
Yeah.
But now everything I do is for them, you know? So that was how I drew the line. And
Yeah, that short little monologue in the end too. I've repeated that about poverty being a disease, man.
It's a disease.
That shit is heavy, bro. I love that. It's a really short little speech, but it's
is.
the truth.
And he's like, but
Yeah.
my kids,
Not for my
them.
fucking boys, dude.
Not for them.
I'm with
they,
that.
They will not
What a
be sick from
triumphant
this.
thing, dude.
Incredible. It really
man.
is. And even though they were estranged and the wife treated him like shit, you know, I don't know what he did in the past. They didn't discuss
He's a
that.
drunk.
He was drunk. He was drunk.
I think that's implied in the scene where he sits down with his son and he offers his son a beer, and his son's like, "You tell me not
Which
to
is
be
it?
like you, and then you
Which is
offer
it?
me a beer."
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good one.
So, and also my other line that I drew was Tanner, the older brother, is a fucking loose cannon, right?
Yeah.
Complete loose cannon, and I'm like that.
He's
Unfortunately, I'm a lot like that. I can fly off the handle, wild card antics.
I used to wake up like him. That scene where he wakes him up
Where
on the couch and he
like
jumps.
grabbing the guy's arm, his brother's arm.
When we were watching it, me and Tucker, the guy was talking about when we saw this movie, me and Tucker were roommates for years in Savannah, Georgia, and in Atlanta before that. And during some of my heaviest drinking days, and he would wake me up and I'd panic on him like that. He died laughing when that happened in that movie. He was like, "That's fucking exactly what you look like, bro." You wake up like freaking out, ready
That got
to
me.
like fight.
That got me last
yeah.
night as well. So, and then the younger brother, Chris Pine's character, I forget his name.
Toby.
Toby, that's right.
Toby.
He's
Toby
the
Wong.
strong, silent type. He's tough.
Quite handsome.
He's a very handsome guy.
Yeah. Mustache brother.
Mustache, yeah. And so I'm like Tanner a lot, but I aspire to be like the younger brother, you know, say less. Every time I leave a conversation, I'm at a party or whatever, and I'm just like, I was talking way too much. Why don't I ever shut the fuck up sometimes? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but that's, sometimes I'm overcritical of myself. And so that was the other line that I drew. And Peter did not say that was unsatisfactory, but he also, you know, didn't say that he liked it either. So
I think it's great. I think that's exactly what is meant when the story's written. You know, these characters are written to be super relatable and lovable. One of my favorite moments of the film is when they're roughhousing, when they're like silhouetted against the sunset of the prairie. The night
Kind of
before.
slap boxing.
And they're just slap boxing and tackling each other, fucking around, and it's like they can see the finish line that night too because they got one more robbery to go to make the deal or whatever. But I think that's like their dynamic is a huge part of the story, dude.
Yeah,
for sure,
absolutely.
So let me ask you this: do you think? I think it's clear that Tanner is doing it for his family, or Toby's doing it for his family.
Tanner did it because his brother asked him to. That's
and Hamilton, the Jeff Bridges character, Ranger Hamilton, is like, he did that because he loved killing cops, basically. He's like...
That's what he said.
He just did it because he loves it.
Even though Tanner told Toby, like, he's like, why did you do it? He's like, because you asked me to. That's it.
Well, so there's a
He kind of went renegade at the end there. He was like, I'm just going to start sniping these fucking guys.
It's such a great scene.
There's a huge fucking annoying hole in Jeff Bridges' final speech where he says, well, why the fuck you do that to make 40,000 when you're making 50 a month here?
Yeah.
And it's like, bitch, because the house was fixing to
was
default.
They didn't know that.
They didn't know that.
How the fuck do they not know
Texas Midlands Bank would not release that information because the trust is at
They want
Texas
the trust.
Midlands. They wouldn't give
So they
them
withheld
any
everything.
information.
Yes.
And that's their lawyer, Toby's lawyer, instructed him to do that. He's like, if you really want to bring this all full circle,
Yeah,
put
use
the
them.
trust at Texas
Yeah,
Midlands.
that's another
It will
mustache
protect
king. That
you.
guy was in a bunch of stuff. That
Yeah.
actor, he's a great actor. I forget his name.
He is. I've seen him in a lot
He was
of
in
stuff.
Breaking Bad.
He
the
was.
final couple
He
seasons.
was. Yeah.
Yeah, you like that one, Tony? Were you aware of that actor's other films that he was in?
No, sir.
He did. He was with like the uncle, right? He was in the uncle's business.
Yeah, he was a biker guy.
Yeah.
He's been in a couple. He's always got that killer mustache, dude. I'm with it.
Yeah.
Fucking yeah, that's a scene that the first time around I was kind of picking up on what was going on, but not entirely understanding that using the bank for the trust was going to protect you. And now that still makes even more sense that the ranger office wouldn't have the information of the loan, because to the bank, they don't care about the bodies. The bank only cares about the money, and they, lost a small battle to win a huge war, so they don't give a fuck.
Had they even got the information that he paid off $43,000 the day before it was set to foreclose with a check from the casino in Oklahoma, like that enough would have been enough evidence to open it up at least, a case on the brother as well, right?
And one thing that I like about the movie is that plot, like the reason that they're doing this, is kind of gradually unspooled throughout. At first, you're just like, I don't know why they're robbing these banks.
It's all foreshadowed. Yeah, a really good like micro example of the foreshadowing is the Bushmaster, the fucking automatic rifle. You see him with the box for it, and you're like, what the fuck is that box? And then you see him, he's packing magazines like 3 scenes later.
Insurance.
And he pulls that duct tape out.
Yep.
And you're like, what the fuck? Because he's taping
mags together
back to back so he can just throw 500 fucking rounds at somebody.
He knew he was going to get
that scene where he comes out with that fucking gun and just litters all those town folk and they turn around.
They turn around.
Bro. Oh my
They
God.
turn right around. Also, why are you chasing like Texas, that like core, like to take, why are you chasing after 2 bank robbers? That's crazy to me.
Well, I think they do that on purpose. I think they like create
The good old boys.
They show that
Form
character.
a posse.
That's a posse. That's a literal posse.
And when Jeff Bridges gets in the guy's Durango,
yes,
he's like, I'll have him field dressed on my hood in 30 minutes. Like, that's such a typical fucking guy. Like, I'll take care of this. But Bridges ain't having it.
And Jeff
at all.
Bridges, took the shot too. He's like, you let me take the shot. It's my gun. And Jeff Bridges is winded. Well, sweat.
I love that
ring.
scene where he hits him and then he smacks the other
He
guy.
got
He's like,
so excited.
Yeah, that is kind of a Taylor Sheridan thing, though, style of like unraveling the story slowly. Sicario is very similar to that.
Yeah, you don't put the plot together until then.
No, it's a fucking really cool way to tell a story.
So if you want to, we could go through a little play-by-play of things.
Let's do it.
And I think this also gets us into another theme of this that we haven't really touched on yet, which is I think this movie is kind of critical of capitalism,
Yeah,
or at
big
least
time.
of
Banks,
at
the
least
banks.
of banks and like the post 2008 kind of economic milieu.
Yes.
Oh, there's a few monologues about that.
So there's there's graffiti on the opening shot of the movie. Is this graffiti on the side of this bank that says 3 tours in Iraq, but no bailout for people like us.
Yep.
And you have this great long shot that's kind of like this 360
Wraps around the bank, yeah.
and you see this car approaching the bank, and then you see this bank employee finishing her cigarette and going to unlock the door, and then boom, masked men come around the corner, put that thing on her. They say, "Get in there, bitch."
And this interchange, this exchange where I feel like you learned so much about Ben Foster in the first 2 minutes of this movie, because she says, you know, you better be gone before he gets here, because right now all you're guilty of is being stupid.
He's like,
call me stupid again. Mother.
Yeah.
He like walks
You're
up to her. Yeah,
that's so funny, dude.
Yeah, he walks up to
Puts
her,
a gun in her face, and
and
he's
he
like,
looks at her.
"You're stupid."
Yeah. No, but that whole like walking up to you and getting real close and whispering, saying, "Hey, call me stupid again, motherfucker."
Yeah.
Do that again. That's just like, this dude is unhinged.
Yes.
He will shoot you for funsies. And then turn around and say, "You're stupid."
He loves
that's
to
a movie
play
theater
an
erupt
unhinged
moment.
character. He's so good at him, man.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he's wild, man.
Yeah, he was in Alpha Dog with Justin
Yes,
Timberlake.
that was my introduction to
takes
him.
a shit on the
Oh my
in the middle of the
god,
living room. Yeah.
such a good movie too.
Alpha Dog rules, yeah. And that's
then-
Dale Dickey is the bank teller that they rob,
Yes.
who's in a bunch of other stuff. She's in Winter's Bone,
Yeah.
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
She played the
another
meth-
Breaking Bad alum, dude. That's two.
another Breaking Bad alum, and she pushed the ATM on her husband's head to kill him, to
yeah.
pull a bag out of his
I
pocket.
feel like some
Yeah.
actors are regional, dude.
Yeah.
Because this is Texas, and then Breaking Bad was
She looks a lot
New
like
Mexico. New
She looks
which
messed
is,
out.
Yeah. Well, but the Texas New Mexico aesthetic is very similar.
Yeah.
Desert, cowboy shit.
regional actress. I also
Yeah.
love the waitress at the T-Bone
Eastbound
Cafe.
and Down, bro.
Yeah.
Was that-
she's
she was in
the
that?
girl from Eastbound and Down? Yeah.
No. Yes, her, of course. I meant from the T-Bone Cafe, which the one that was real
Oh,
sassy.
the rattlesnake.
mean waitress.
What don't you want?
I didn't
You
research
either don't
this.
want the green beans or you don't want the corn on the cob. So
Yeah.
what don't you want?
I would be hopping on Yelp and leaving a negative review.
I didn't research
Waitress
this,
emasculated me.
Tony, if you want, you can. But I'd bet a nice penny that she's not an actress. That
Right.
she's a waitress in a fucking restaurant,
Just
in the middle of
the T-Bone
Coatesville,
Cafe.
fucking Texas or whatever, wherever they were. Coleman, because they went
Yeah.
to Coleman, and that's the one they
And
didn't
then
rob.
Post was where it all went down.
Yeah, that was a good one.
So they need the manager to get there to unlock
We
the
don't
bank.
serve no fucking trout, except for one asshole from New York. Anyway, yeah,
Yep.
they rob in the bank.
The manager comes in. He says, "Good morning," and they just pistol whip him.
Yeah.
That crunches too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just totally unnecessary. But you can kind of see like Tanner he's into wanton violence. He's getting out some aggression, you know. And we see they go hit another bank branch kind of early, like ahead of schedule. And there's this like kindly cashier in there that's looking at this old man's coin collection.
Big lady.
They storm in. Ben Foster jumps up and says, "Open the motherfucking drawer." They're asking for loose cash, no bundles, because they don't want the ink bag to go off.
No die packs.
The old man says, "That's crazy. Y'all aren't even Mexicans."
He's like, "You got
There's
a
a
gun
lot
on
of-
you, old man."
Racial humor in this movie.
Oh yeah. Well, the old man says, he's got a gun on him, and then Chris Pine takes his gun,
But puts it
On the
puts it right
counter.
3
next to
feet
him,
away.
and the man says, "You gonna steal my gun?" And Ben Foster goes, "I have my own gun." I thought that's a real funny response to that. We're not here for your fucking guns.
He
I
also
have my
says-
own
makes a
gun,
comment about not
motherfucker.
wanting to steal from you guys. We're stealing from the
Yeah,
bank or
yeah.
whatever.
That's Toby says that.
Yeah.
Toby's very principled about
Yeah.
this,
we're
but
not stealing from you. We're stealing from the bank.
the guy doesn't give a fuck. Grabs his gun and goes after them and like tries to shoot them.
Big
Basically,
old
Firing them
45 too. That thing's like
Yeah.
kicking way up in the air. These guys like losing his footing as he's firing. It's pretty funny.
and we have the credits roll. They play "Dollar Bill Blues" by Townes Van Zandt. Great song.
Yeah.
There's great music in this whole movie.
Well, as he's walking away, it was Chris Stapleton, right? Outlaw State of Mind. That was right before the credits roll.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, Outlaw State of Mind.
and they bury the car with a bulldozer on their ranch. And then we meet Officer Marcus Hamilton, Jeff Bridges, who clearly has like a full lip in for this whole movie. A lot of the actors seem to be. We don't see him spitting, but there's some content in
Except
their lip.
for his partner who's vaping.
Who's vaping, Alberto.
Alberto was ripping him?
Alberto's vaping through
he's
the whole
vaping
movie,
the
bro.
whole movie, dude. Yeah.
Poor Alberto.
Yeah. Vaping's gay. You got one.
Don't worry about it.
And the actor that plays his sidekick, Alberto, is one of like 3 native guys to be in movies. There's not very many of them.
Only a
Yeah,
few.
he's in a ton of shit.
And his name is Gilbert Birmingham, which I was expecting like
He's the man.
he who walks with cows or something.
Well, but he's super into Christianity, like evangelical Christianity.
That's what he's talking
and
about in the
shit.
motel room.
for
Yeah,
sure.
well, and then when they go to turn up the music because they're going to the bank robbery,
God.
it's some like Jesus
Please
rock
not
and roll.
that.
That's a great scene.
Anything but that.
Jeff Bridges is so fucking good in this movie, bro. Hey, when is he
he's-
not? I don't know if I've ever seen something.
Pretty much never.
Yeah, God, he's just such.
Well,
a
he tells his partner, he's like, when I'm gone, when I'm retired, it's the teasing that you're going to miss.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
obviously, like, when Alberto passes, like,
Oh, fuck
like,
him up, dude.
absolutely, Jeff Bridges, Marcus Hamilton is destroyed.
That's when he gets serious about
He
this
gets
shit,
a
I
real
think.
bug up his ass about. He's like, I'm going on the ridge to pick him
Well, it
off.
comes completely out of fucking nowhere, too. I mean, that
Yeah,
I don't know a single person saw this movie saw that coming. That shit was crazy, dude.
Did not
Tony's
expect
trying-
Alberto to catch one in the dome.
No.
Or no, right in the face. And
Yeah, it's
his
in the cheek.
brains
It's
were
in
blown out
such
the
a
back of the
crazy
hat.
location, too, under the eye.
Right under the
Yeah.
eye.
You see his brains.
I love
in
it
his
when
head.
they do that in a film, though. I hate, like, all throughout the 90s, if someone's brains get blown out, it's a fucking dot, dead center of their forehead. So annoying. Like, that never,
That's not how it
But when
happens.
there's gunshot, like, on their face, just a little pinhole with the blood drip coming down, it's just like, ooh.
So we see Tanner and Toby count money, and Tanner's pounding Lone Star. Great beer. I
Yeah.
love Lone Star.
2 beers in this film. What are they?
Lone Star and Shiner Bock.
Yes, sir. Both wonderful beers.
And Toby says,
Very
Toby
good
says,
beers.
I need you sober. And Tanner says, who the hell gets drunk off beer? Which
Beer ain't drinking. That's what I used to say all the time.
I'd like to point him to the beer experiment from the AA Big Book, Dr. Bob.
Yeah.
Starts drinking a case of beer a day and has trouble breathing and looks like a pig. And then he realizes that once he's all smelled up with beer, he can fortify it with liquor and no one will notice,
There you go.
which I also used to do. Tanner is criticizing the look of the cows in their farm. In
You
their
only
ranch,
read that book because of the 2 wives chapter.
And Toby reminds him that he was taking care of their mom. He's like, yeah, the ranch is in bad shape because I was fucking taking care of mom. And
Yeah.
Tanner comes into the mom's death room and starts crying and says she never wanted anything to do with him. She left everything to Toby. Doesn't seem like she had much. But on Friday, it all goes to his boys.
Yep.
And Tanner says that she always hated him for standing up to their abusive dad. Mm-hmm. And Toby says, you never understood that fighting back makes a beating last longer. And Tanner's like, I understood. That's why I stopped fighting back and shot that son of a bitch. And we find out later that it was like a hunting accident
Yeah.
that is in their barn.
Yeah, she was like, he killed him in a hunting accident. And she was like, I'd like to know what they were hunting in the barn in April. He did like 10 years, they say. 10 years.
Was it
they
for
did?
that?
Not for
or
that.
was, he did, his time was for bank robbery.
Oh, shit. I thought
Yeah.
it was
Yep.
for killing the dude.
It was for bank robbery.
So then Ranger Hamilton gets to the bank. They made off with $7,000. Alberto suggests that it was tweakers. And he says, no, tweakers don't get up that early. And Alberto says, tweakers don't sleep. They just tweak.
They just
which
tweak.
I would love to sample that for like
Right.
Yeah.
would be fire.
That is
And
a
what
good,
did he say?
that
They
is
don't
a
rob
good idea.
banks. They rob drugstores and
Yeah.
Drugstores and parked cars.
Yeah.
drugstores and parked cars.
It's true, man. They're not tweakers.
Yeah, bank. No, tweakers don't rob bank. I mean, maybe a guy who's on meth, but not like a tweaker like you think of. Banks aren't.
No,
for
definitely not.
people like that. Yeah. Teresa thought while we were watching the movie last night that robbing a bank might be a good idea for us to do.
I love the idea. I romanticize it so much. That's another reason why I picked this movie. Like I would love to rob a bank. Right.
Yeah. I just know that scene that always happens in the movies that will end up happening where somebody will come out of pocket and I'll have to shoot them and then I'll feel bad about it. And then the cops are gonna come, for real, come find you. You kill
I love the one where they actually get away with it. It's not frequent. Place beyond the pines. Which he's doing it for his family again. He's got
that probably
Eva
happens
Mendes.
more.
That guy's got a new movie out called Roof Man.
Really?
Yes.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Where Channing Tatum plays a robber.
Oh, dude, that
guy that broke in through.
or what's the director's name?
His name's Derek Chanfrancais.
Yeah,
Chung Francais.
he did a few things.
He also made Blue Valentine.
Because I thought
He's a genius.
when I saw Roof Man, I was like, "Is this Logan Lucky too?"
I thought it was a Steven Soderbergh movie.
Yeah, me
immediately.
too. And it wasn't. It's your boy. Yeah, Place Beyond the Pines is a great movie.
Yeah. We find out Toby hasn't seen his kids in a year. He owes Debbie a lot in child support. And this chubby but cute waitress, who, as you pointed out, is also in Eastbound and Down, comes by and she's like, "You gonna finish your steak?" He's like, "You'll be waiting around all day for me to finish this motherfucking steak."
There's a whole because he's skinny as fuck.
What? But why can't he eat a steak?
I think his tummy hurts from being scared.
Well, and he's just a skinny guy. I think the idea is that he don't eat like a pig. Fucking, but dude, there's a hilarious scene in Eastbound and Down with her that I always thought was, I don't know. I mean, obviously, there's an obvious reason that I think of it a lot, but he's in the car, like he's been chasing her for a while, but she's married, and then he's in the car and it's fixing to go down, and she like starts unbuttoning her shirt. And then it cuts to just her boobs, and it's 100%.
It's a body double,
boobs.
yeah.
It's a porn star's boobs. It's like these perfect tan, round, fake tits, and
Yeah. Oh yeah.
it's like, but it's so obviously not her tits. Like it's just this little funny thing. I love that.
And I don't like to comment on women's bodies, but she clearly gained some weight between 2013 and shooting this movie in 2016.
She did, which I think she may have lost. I think she's done some more,
Perhaps,
work.
yeah.
But I agree.
She's gorgeous,
Not
regardless.
commenting on women's bodies is wonderful.
She's hot, no matter what.
I encouraged my wife to wear a shirt that said, "Please don't comment on my body" when she was pregnant at work, because people they will touch her and, "Oh, you're getting so big," and I'm like, I would lose it on these people. I don't know how you keep it so cool.
Yeah,
I'm putting them in an arm bar.
Pregnant ladies go through it, bro.
Please do not comment on my body.
People come completely fucking unhinged around pregnant ladies. It makes no sense. All like social norms go out the window.
It's
you
crazy.
Can talk about their weight they're gaining.
Yeah,
you can talk, dude. People say the most outrageous shit.
Out of pocket.
Dude. And there's it's this ridiculous character in one of the TV shows. I want to say it's like a Parks and Rec character. Or no, it's fucking what's his nuts in The Office? Hello. Oh.
Come on in, have a seat.
Yeah, slightly late.
Oh, I thought he was coming next week.
No,
This
he's
week?
here.
Hey, what's up, man?
Snackson has joined us.
He's here.
Had to pick up my mom from the airport
Hell yeah.
all day. So
Let
got
the
some Panera
do you got gas for us for the backgrounds?
gas.
Some burps and stuff for us?
We'll see.
Okay.
Pat my back a few times.
What's the
Put you
guy?
over my shoulder and
The guy he was a writer on the show. He was in Inglourious Bastards.
Eli Roth.
From The Office. Him and Mindy
BJ Novak.
BJ Novak.
He's telling Pam when she's pregnant in the show, she's like, it's really only necessary for you if you don't need to gain more than 10 pounds. When you have a baby. Yeah. But people will say shit like they'll give like pregnant women their health advice or exercise, like completely shit you would never say to another person.
I think if I was a pregnant lady and people were saying it to me, I'd be like, "I'm not pregnant.
Yeah, right.
I'm just fat."
That'd be good. All right.
But the waitress is hitting on Tanner hard, dude. She's throwing it at him, bro.
We could use a cook.
Yeah. She like sits down and is kind of eyeballing him.
Super uncomfortable moment when she says that. When she says she like sort of makes the case, you could work here, and he like looks down and she's like, "Oh, it's just a thought."
Just thought.
Yeah, it gets real weird.
He's like, "No, I have to go rob a bank with my brother."
He's more like, "No, you're too chubby."
I didn't get that. I didn't get that vibe at all.
Well, I got the vibe of he was just like, "Okay, we've been bantering, but I'm done bantering," and she took it as she was being, put down, when it was really him being like, "I have this psycho brother. I have to go figure out where he's at,"
So
Or the car.
Yeah, Tanner goes across the street without telling Toby and just robs this bank quietly, which is a psycho move, dude.
Well, he only told him, he's like, I owe my ex-wife like $4,000 in child support. And he's like, I'm going to go take a shit. And he just goes and gets $4,000.
And there's like a 15-year-old bank teller.
Yeah.
This girl is so young. Like I get the feeling she's like the bank owner's daughter or something. I don't know. It just felt weird to me.
And he comes in and goes, awful quiet in here.
Yeah.
But they go back. Now they have to bury that car, which I don't think they were planning on doing.
Yeah, he fucked up a lot with that move.
We find out Ranger Hamilton's about to retire. His wife is dead. Hamilton makes a joke about Alberto being a half-breed and an alcoholic engine. Alberto doesn't seem to enjoy it.
No, he just puts up with it seems like. But what I read it as is this is Jeff Bridges. What's Jeff Bridges' character?
Hamilton.
Marcus Hamilton.
He this is how
It's
he
affectionate.
shows love. Yeah, that's how he shows love.
Absolutely.
Just how when I am racist to people, it's an act of love.
Yeah, it's, how your people love the bottle. If you can stay sober long enough. I love it. Yeah, that was good.
And then they run into these ranchers that are trying to save some cattle from a burn, and that's where Taylor Sheridan has his cameo.
It's big, muscular.
Hamilton does some more racism. They ask, Alberto's like, oh, will you get me some food from this diner? And he says, they don't serve pemmican, which I looked that up. It's a mixture of tallow, dried meat, and sometimes dried berries that the natives would eat.
They don't serve pemmican.
It sounds great.
It does.
It's
yeah,
like
of course.
trail mix with fat mixed into it.
Animal-based trail mix.
Yeah.
Yummy, dude.
Sounds great.
And Alberto says, you know I'm part Mexican. And he says, I'll get to that when I'm done with the Indian insults.
It's going to be a while.
Yeah. They get a witness account from these three guys at the restaurant. One of them says, that bank's been robbing me for 30 years. And this comes back later because those guys also refuse to identify him.
They did not give a good, they're like,
They're like, plaid shirt, young guy.
Yeah.
Basically anyone in that fucking town.
right.
And Toby leaves a huge tip for the waitress. So later in the movie, we find out that both the waitress and the three fellas at the diner
Did not
don't
identify.
ID Toby.
Yeah, Jeff Bridges tries to get the money.
They
and
did take it.
Yeah, eventually.
He says
they do.
he says he sent Alberto back to take it.
Yeah, they take the $200 that he left for her.
Seems like bad police
without a
work,
warrant.
by the
It
way.
looked like a lot more than $200.
It did. It
I
was
was
a
surprised
stack.
when she said
It seems like bad
200.
police work, though. Like, if you want her to cooperate, okay, why don't you give us those bills? We'll just replace it. He gave you're owed that.
Or
right?
give us one of them. We only need one serial
We'll
number.
replace it
Also,
so that
look
way
at
she
them, and
won't-
once you figure out they're not hundreds, it's like, all right, we can't trace these.
Exactly.
That's true.
You can't trace anything over under 100.
That's why they don't. Yeah, that's why they don't take them. They only take the.
They fucked up, and they could have got a solid ID on the perps.
Maybe, but she also wanted to fuck Toby, so
She did.
probably wasn't
She
gonna-
may not have ever given a good, ID, but the old boys, they don't think they were either. You're right.
Bridges makes a comment too. You want to talk to us about those handsome guys? And she's like, "Who said handsome?" And he's like, "Well, seeing as how you weren't out front of the diner screaming about it when I got here, I make the assumption that it's pretty smart. It's pretty clever."
Yeah, right.
Showing us
Pretty
throughout-
privilege. You can get away with anything if you're hot.
Yeah, throwing over time that Mr. Hamilton does actually know what he's doing. He's a
He's
damn
a good cop.
damn good.
He's the only one
police.
that seems to figure the whole thing out. But
Yeah, everyone else is on some other shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
there's another very long take, this scene at a gas station where Tanner is
Like
leaned
that.
back in the driver's seat like this.
Yeah.
And you think he might
Dr.
be asleep,
Pepper Winston Lights.
but Toby's like, you want anything? And yeah, he says, Dr. Pepper Winston
I
Lights.
love that. What a character thing. Well, that guy in real life drinks Dr. Pepper and smokes Winston Lights, dude.
And these guys in a green sports car pull up blasting like very bad
Green. I
rap
mean,
metal.
let's be
New metal.
Slime green.
slime
green.
neon green.
Yeah.
Listening to neon metal.
What's up, slime?
And they are
The biggest douchebags.
Tanner, this is another really long take, by the way. Tanner does not move. He's still just going like this. And they're like, what are you looking at, motherfucker?
Well, he does. He bends his head. He bends his neck. He looks at
little bit.
them. He's looking up, and then when they come in, he drops his head. Like what the? Fuck?
Maybe a little bit, but he
He's looking
doesn't
dead at
Not
him.
much.
doesn't do anything to them.
No. He's just looking. But that's But you learn this being around people like that. If you look at them, then that's an affront. You don't look at
Staring
people.
long enough, but he's not afraid of them. Clearly,
I gotta-
Tanner's not afraid of them.
They say, you want to fight, motherfucker? He says, you think there's 10 of me.
Yeah.
And the guy pulls out a gun. He's like, "Not so tough now, are you?" And Tanner's just like, doesn't do anything. And then the guy gets out. I guess he's like fully going to shoot him or whatever.
Ready to.
And Toby runs up and just does like crazy Krav Maga moves on him.
Absolutely.
Beats his fucking ass.
Decimates
Goes
him.
and intimidates the other guy in the car too.
The guy says he had it
Chucks the gun.
Yeah, his buddy driving the car totally throws his homie under the
He's like, he had it coming. He had it coming.
Yeah.
He had it coming.
And
then when we see Toby come back into frame, he's got the bag with the Dr. Pepper and Winston Lights, which I don't know where that bag was while he was fucking this guy up.
Yeah.
It's just set on top of the gas pump.
Little plot hole.
I think he set on top of the gas pump.
Okay.
possibly, yeah.
He remembered the gun. No, but something about looking people in the eyes. This is a funny story. So when I was in one of the county jails I was in over the years, I was in Roanoke County Jail, and there was this guy that had done a huge piece of time in his life. You could tell he was like 30-something, and he had this routine where he would come out while everyone was watching TV, and he'd do pull-ups from the stairs. He'd wrap his shirt around one of the stairs because the stairs are like metal grate. You can't really grab them. But he'd wrap shirts and towels, and he was just this massive black guy. Like his back was fucking 3 feet wide, this guy.
Hell yeah.
And he would do these pull-ups, and he'd do hundreds of pull-ups over like the 4-hour TV time or whatever. And we all just like, he was a cool guy. He didn't ever start shit. He'd obviously very institutionalized guy. And one time this like younger white kid was in there and just very intimidated by the whole scene. Probably like, I think his first time in jail or something, maybe some like, meth charge or something like that. And he's like, can't not look at this dude that's working out. And it was an impressive thing to see. The guy would literally do like 40 pull-ups in a row. It's fucking crazy. But the guy dropped down off the stairs and he's like, "Where I know you from, player?" And the kid starts like shaking and he's like freaking out. And he's like, what? He's like, "Well, you looking at me like you fucking know me, dog. What's up? Where I know you from?" I just like, we're all laughing. And he just spooked the kid. He didn't beat him up or anything.
Good for him.
But all the point was like, you can't look at people like that, dude. You can't let a motherfucker like that catch you looking at them, or they're gonna start a fight with you. But I know for like weeks after that, it was like, "Where I know you from, player," was like a joke in the pod. Hey, where I know you from, player?
I mean, these guys end up being kind of pussy.
They are, but yeah. Well,
You're just talking big because he's got a gun.
yeah, but my point being though, just staring at a guy that's driving around a car like that, listening to music like that, carrying a
Aggressive music.
firearm.
Yeah.
If you look at him, he's gonna take it as an excuse to, get his ass kicked in the long run.
Maybe he learned
but
a lesson.
I would hope so.
Let's hope, yeah.
Probably not.
Probably
though.
not.
Next time he's like, I guess I gotta have 2 guns.
Yeah.
But they get to the casino. This is where they're laundering their money. They put it all in chips. Interesting
This is
scene.
how they clean it. Yeah, it's great. Smart. I love that. Clever. Dude.
I didn't know that. Just makes it seem pretty easy. That whole show Ozark could be 1 episode long. Just
Right?
fucking take it to a casino.
Take it
dude.
to a casino.
Yeah, true.
What are you talking about? You don't need to own a morgue.
Yeah.
Casino.
But Toby
They
just
do own a casino.
But
Toby's
they're
just
dealing.
drinking.
Aren't they dealing with a lot more money?
A lot more.
Probably.
And they do buy a riverboat casino, to
Yeah,
be fair.
and we're
There you
talking
go.
about $40,000 in the
$43,000.
that ain't shit.
Sure.
That ain't shit. If you go to a casino and they're changing in $1 million, there's going to be a lot more questions.
Yes.
Possibly.
Yeah.
They might not want to ask any questions because if the more they ask, that money might go away.
Yeah.
Please get involved. The casino would do everything in their power to change that out.
Did you watch the newest Jason Bateman
No.
show, Jackrabbit?
No.
Black Rabbit?
No.
Black Rabbit. It's good.
Yeah, very good.
In the
You know,
trailer.
it's very similar. It's like just like Ozark. It's dark. It's even got the funny opening. But there is a Russian gangster in the movie. The film takes place. The show takes place in New York City, modern day, and the Russian gangster's headquarters are at the Turkish Russian bath house.
Oh,
that
where
I
you
went
had
to.
your
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the same exact fucking place. It's
What
hilarious.
kind of experience?
It was a fully heterosexual experience that
Just
Tony.
men enjoying each other's bodies.
I went to New York to see Glenn Ross over the summer with
Sweet.
my friend EB. You might
Went to
know
a Broadway
Edwin.
show with a guy and went to a bathhouse.
Do you remember Edwin Tucker?
Maybe.
Peter lived in one of his houses back in the day.
Okay. The
Anyway.
name sounds familiar.
Anyway, he's got a place in the Village, and I went up there and we went and saw a Broadway show with Bob Odenkirk and Bill Burr and fucking Kieran Culkin.
Love those guys.
And
Love
that
Kieran,
day,
too.
we went to a Turkish-Russian bathhouse, which is just a massive sauna and
Take them
cold
back.
plunge.
Take them back from the gays. Is my opinion.
Well, I mean, this place was definitely being occupied by some homosexuals.
Yeah,
But it was a really kind of interesting experience, though. They have the sauna in there. It's 200-degree dry sauna. It's fucking intense, yeah.
I could handle it.
But it was so cool. I fucking fanboyed out hard when that thing popped on the screen. I was like, oh my God, that's the fucking place. And they go inside and it's like, they have a cold plunge there that's 6 feet deep and like 20 by 20. It's like a swimming pool almost.
Yeah.
It's 30 degrees or whatever. Yeah, pretty cool.
Toby gets approached by
Couldn't wait for that to be
by a pro.
he does.
Oh, yeah. But it starts to get kind of intimate.
Yeah.
Well, she knows what she's doing. She's giving him the girlfriend experience.
The girlfriend experience.
So that's fine. That's what he needs.
And in what I think is probably the stupidest scene in the movie, Tanner gets in like a showdown with a Comanche guy at the poker
he
table
don't-
who has this obnoxiously deep voice. And he beats Tanner in poker, and then they stand up, and the Comanche goes, "Do you know what Comanche means? It means enemies forever." And Tanner's like, "Enemies of who?" And he's like, "Everyone." And then Tanner goes, "You know what that makes me?" He's like, "An enemy." And he goes, "No, that makes me a Comanche." It's just goofy. It didn't work for me.
At the end.
It's
right
fine.
before he takes the bullet to the head.
Lord of the Plains.
Yeah, I'm Lord of the Plains.
Which was great.
I didn't tie that together. I like that.
You know what's funny is a couple of days ago we were talking about it. He was like, God, that's the corniest scene in the world. And he's telling me. And then when I was watching it last night, I remembered that Caddy loved that shit. Caddy was a corny guy. So
Sure.
Caddy was a big guy, curly hair, but he was probably wearing cargo shorts, baggy cargo shorts, work boots with tall socks, and like a sleeveless sport shirt tucked into his cargo shorts. And he was tattooed the fuck up, but he was just like a corny person.
Yeah.
And I remember him laughing and loving that Comanche line. And I was like, God, that really tracks. That's so funny.
Just the Comanche guy, his voice is like an octave
It's
lower than
sunglasses.
everybody else's.
Well, he
And the hair.
yeah.
Pretty epic.
Well,
yeah.
he got him excited because he goes, "Don't chase me, Chief."
Yeah.
That was the line that got him, pissed off.
It got him to take his sunglasses off.
Yeah, don't chase me, Chief.
Do you know
Don't
the
you get a Comanche taking their sunglasses off?
history of the Comanches also?
Oh, did they
Like
just
me.
fucking fucked everybody up? They were like
Well,
the
they
most
started off
brutal
as the
tribe.
runts. They were way smaller physically than everybody, so they were getting pushed around and beat up by everybody. But then they were the first to figure out horses.
Oh,
When
okay.
horses were brought over, we didn't have wild horses in the USA. They were brought over by settlers.
Oh, really?
Yes.
The Spanish.
And the Comanches figured out the horses and just started wrecking shit. And they were
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
notoriously brutal. They
Yeah,
would
like rapists and
yeah, they did a lot of raping,
burning
and,
babies and
and
stuff.
would boil people alive and shit like that and eat them. But
God.
they're cool. But yeah, so this prostitute is like hard selling Toby. She's like, "There's no shame in needing the touch of a woman.
Yep.
Just let me touch you." And then Toby grabs her and he goes, or Tanner grabs her and goes, "You trying to work my little bro?" And gets really mad. And he goes, "Mind if I sample the
And
goods?"
he's like actually reaching down.
I think he's trying to grab her. And
he ends up getting one of himself.
Yeah.
no, I think that's the bank manager, or that's the hotel receptionist lady.
Oh, that's right.
Which is
That's
another.
right.
Well,
I really liked this movie, but that's
that
another
line-
corny scene. Is that he's able to seduce her with this fucking like weird
That
bullshit.
line is hilarious.
We'll get to it in a second, but oh yeah, that's right here. So Toby basically pulls Tanner off of this pro, and he goes, "How have you managed to stay out of prison for a year?" And Tanner goes, "It's been difficult." And then he hits on the hotel lady, and she's like, "You are trouble." And he goes, "I'm the worst kind. In your last days in the nursing home, you'll think of me and giggle."
Yeah.
Worked.
So bad.
And it works because then we see
Toby
see
laying there
Toby laying there,
like that.
Yeah.
It used to happen to me a lot. People would have sex right next to me, and I'd
Ben
be so
Foster's
lonely, bro.
Ben Foster's back there having sex, and he goes,
"Look at those titties."
"Are you fucking kidding me?" Yeah, it's pretty epic, dude. Pretty epic.
This was a thing that happened to me consistently in college. Is I would be like,
How? That's never happened to me once.
I'd just be hanging out at my buddy's, and I'd like pass out at his dorm room, and I'd wake up, and he'd be having sex with some lady, and I'd be like, I'm a virgin. Like, it just sucked. Made me sad. It's like, that must be so great. Then you do it, it's like, whatever, this is fine.
Right.
They go meet
Whatever, this is fine.
yeah, that's how I feel. They go meet with this with the lawyer, and basically more is explained about the plot. Their mom had a reverse mortgage on the land. They need to get the reverse mortgage paid off so that they can lease the land to Chevron to drill it because there's oil on the land. And the lawyer says that he's doing it because he doesn't like how the bank treated their mom. They loaned her the least amount of money they could to swipe her land.
Yeah.
And to pay those bastards back with their own money, if that ain't Texan, I don't know what is.
That's right.
So the ins and outs of this plan have basically been revealed now. They're going to rob the bank in order to pay the bank, in order to get the land, in order to lease the land to get the oil.
And who is this guy that they're talking to in the movie's universe?
That's just a lawyer.
an
He's just
attorney.
their lawyer.
He's just their attorney. He's not affiliated with the bank at all.
No.
No.
He's just telling them how you need to do it. You need to.
And that's why he has all the information. Because
Yes.
my wires
timeline,
got crossed.
he's
a
like,
little
They
bit.
have to set up the trust in his name in case Toby gets charged with something.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I love how they can do that. How they can set up so much and then take about 85 seconds to give you the whole plot, the whole backstory. Because there's so much set up already built in. You're like, oh, fuck, they can connect a ton of dots,
And they're on
in one short scene.
a tight timeline because the bank can foreclose on Friday.
And if I know those assholes, they're going to close early,
That's right.
Yeah.
which we run into later.
He's like, I'm gonna watch you
When he pays it
fax
off,
this.
and the guy's like, "Yeah, I'll get this thing out for end of the week." He's like, "Get fucked, do it now. I'm gonna watch."
And
Got all day.
the attorney drops name of the movie. He says, "Be at that bank in Childers, come
hell
hell
yeah.
or high water."
Yep.
Hell yeah. Love
And he
when
also
they do
says,
that.
as you said earlier, you should get Texas Midland to handle the trust to cover your tracks, which I didn't get until later in the movie. That's gives Texas Midland now an incentive to not look into this whole thing.
Exactly.
They split up. Toby's going to go see Debbie, his ex-wife. Tanner is going to go meet the Chevron guy to get the lease agreement. We get more of this kind of like setting up, I think, the theme of the movie of this like post-2008 economic shit because he's driving by billboards for payday loan places.
Yeah.
And those are kind of shown. They're highlighted, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he goes and meets Debbie. He says, I'm putting the ranch in a trust for the boys. Debbie says, great, something else I got to take care of. Wait till she finds out they're getting 50 racks a month for this shit,
month.
dude.
Yeah.
I hope that they geared it to where she doesn't get to peel any of it off. It's just them. I hope it's when
It's
they're
teenage
18.
boys. One of the kids is like 9 years old, dude. She's going to get that bread.
Well, no, they can.
It's in
they
a
can
trust.
set up the
That's the
trust to
whole
where
point.
they don't get it until when
No,
they're
I-
18 years old.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, of course, she needs something to like raise them in
Yeah.
the meantime. Child support, I get that, but I hope, and that's the whole idea of the trust is making it so.
Well, I think they show a lot in the end when he's there working and he's working on the house. They're not in a big house. Then what he's working on is a pretty modest addition. Whatever he's doing, he's got some 2x4s up and shit. And like the whole idea that it's in a trust, like you said, none of that money is available. It's just piling the fuck up.
they didn't need to even be living there.
No.
Also,
No.
they can be collecting the 50 G's in their trust and live somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that house is maybe nicer than the one that they have with Debbie, though. But
Yeah.
his son comes in, sees him, but doesn't really want to talk to him. And then he comes outside with a brewski and gives it to his son. Basically explains the plan without saying that they're robbing a bank. But he is like, you're going to hear some things about me and your uncle. Don't
Believe
be
it all.
like us.
Believe it all.
you and your brother aren't going to have to worry about money anymore, he says.
Exactly.
And the boy smiles.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the
I would
boy
smile too.
Yeah, the boy's picking up what he's putting down for sure. He's like, "All right, motherfucker, that's what's up."
And the next scene is Alberto and Hamilton are posted up watching this other bank in another city. And, or is it in Post?
No,
So
they're in
they're
Coleman.
watching one in Coleman
went to
because
Coleman.
that's where Hamilton thinks it's going to happen next.
Well, and it was where they were going,
they were going there.
but they weren't going to make it in time.
Well, they weren't going to get enough money. They were going to be short a little bit.
Because it was only one teller.
Yes.
And did they lose some money somehow or something?
I Oh, I forget, but
Why the fuck did
They get delayed because of, I don't know, something.
Anyway,
Alberto has this monologue, or there's this thing
Yeah.
back and forth between them that I really like, where Alberto's like,
agree.
how does anybody, make a living in this small town? The hardware store charges twice what Home Depot does. And Hamilton says, people have made a living here for 150 years. Alberto says, people lived in caves for 150,000 years. Even Hamilton's people. You once were the Indian, and then somebody came and broke you down and turned you into one of them. All this land used to belong to my ancestors 150 years ago. Then these folks' grandparents took it, and now it's being taken from them by the bank.
By the fucking bank.
Except not by other people, but by the bank. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a good monologue.
I really fuck with the overall ethos of this film, which is just like
Banks are evil.
banks are evil, but also life is kind of brutal, dude. Like this is just the newest stage of people rapaciously taking things from one another. It used to be through violence, and now it's through like reverse mortgages and shit like that. But like, can't really cry about it. You just got to go rob a fucking bank, dude.
Yeah.
And the brothers drink and slap fight, and then they head out to rob more banks. The first one they show up to is locked. Hamilton's sleeping outside the one in Coleman. And then Tanner calls an audible. He's like, we got to go to Post instead of Coleman. We're not going to get enough money from Coleman. They only have the one teller. So they head to Post. And
That was the audible, was the one branch being closed.
He changes his mind at the last minute. He's like, that's a bigger bank. And they get to the bank in Post.
and it's very crowded.
Yeah. It's
Very
They dump Toby's car outside of town.
apparently it's payday.
Yeah. And it's funny. They come in with the guns and nobody notices them until they start yelling. Everybody's just like in line.
Yeah.
And then they're like, all right, get on the ground. There's a lot going on in this scene. There's like somebody texting the cops. There's like a security guard
goes
around the corner, and there's
nowhere.
another guy pulling his gun. No, or maybe not texting the cops, texting.
The security guard in the back.
No. Texting the people that show up and are outside the bank shooting at them.
That's what
Later. I think she's probably texting her husband,
it is.
being like,
Don't even call the cops. You just text your.
Hey, there's
well, I don't think
assholes
you
in
can
there.
text. You should be able to text the cops. You should be able to be like,
Yeah, I guess you're right.
911. There's a man in my house trying to take my butt.
Yeah.
Like,
Whoa. Just give it to him. They text back.
but yeah. And there's another guy like pulling his gun out on the ground.
Slowly.
Tanner wastes the security guard. The guy on the ground starts shooting at Toby. Toby fails to hit him, and then Tanner runs up and just domes him at close range,
Point
dude.
blank. He didn't even see it coming. Didn't
He's
even
just
see
like,
it coming, man.
And this is like the first violence in the movie.
Yeah.
This is what I mean when I say Taylor Sheridan movies. You get like an hour in, and then it's like people start fucking dying.
Yeah.
And as they exit the bank, like a ton of citizens are just out there blicking at them. There's like 3 guys shooting over the tops of their cars.
Yeah.
This is Texas as fuck, man. Mm-hmm. And yeah, Tanner jumps in the back. Toby's steering the car from the floor of the car,
Yeah.
which is impressive.
Starting to get real worried for the guys, man.
Well, me too, yeah. I want them to succeed at their goal.
Oh, the security guard shoots Toby here, by the way.
Yeah.
I think one of the good old boys is the one that catches
Maybe.
Toby as he's hopping into the back of the truck bed. You see the bullet spray. That's when he gets one.
They're driving away. The citizens are in hot pursuit. Me, if I see a guy robbing a bank, I'm going to fucking,
Allow it to happen.
for sure. Maybe he'll tip me or something.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just laying down, letting it ride out. I'm definitely not getting in the middle of it.
I would, if there was a mass shooting, I'm going to be a hero. Mm-hmm. I'm going to intervene.
Yeah, but robbing a bank, dude?
Bank robbery, no. I don't
Chances are
care.
it's just a guy trying to take care of his family.
This is a Robin Hood situation here, and I support it.
Have you guys seen Dragged Across Concrete?
No, I want to see that, though. That's
You
Vince
need to watch
Vaughn.
that. That's the best bank robbery scene in maybe any movie. Or in
Is that the Vince Vaughn one?
Yeah.
That's the Vince Vaughn one.
We
where
have to
they-
stop him, though, or he'll spoil it. You give him 5
I was about
more
to spoil
seconds.
it.
Don't
Yeah.
spoil it. Don't spoil it. I would love to watch that.
Tony
with
has
a
a
fresh.
serious
So good,
spoiling
dude.
problem. dude.
Does he
love
really?
to
Because
spoil.
he often.
I'm very sensitive about it, but I also engage in it myself.
Also very sensitive about it, which is surprising to me that he's.
There's a whole show where all they do is spoil movies for one another.
you know about that. My show with JW.
Yeah.
But as they're pulling off,
Crazy.
Toby is upset. Tanner is laughing. He's like, ha, 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 ha. And Hamilton gets the news. He's like, Alberto, put on some giddy up music. And Alberto starts blasting Christian rock. And as Tanner and Toby are driving away, Tanner's like kind of smacking the shit out of Toby, being like, snap out of it. I need you here. And Toby's like, oh, and Tanner's like, oh shit, you got hit with a fucking bullet, dude.
You've been hit.
This is always a thing in movies. I feel like if you get shot, you know that you get shot.
I would know that I got shot.
People are like, oh no,
I mean,
got a bullet in me.
the adrenaline's going, but not enough for me to not realize that I've been shot.
Yeah, I would be going, ow, ow, ow. It hurts. Tanner kind of pulls Toby toward him. He gives him like big brother thing. He's like, I need you mountain lion mean. And Toby's
He
like,
duct tapes it, dude.
this is a great performance. Toby's like, yes, it's going to be okay. He's just kind of like in and out of consciousness. But then he proceeds to pull over. He just pulls the truck over. They got like 9 trucks chasing them.
Yep.
Hops out with that thing.
Yeah, buddy.
And starts busting
And we
at
find
them
out
with the
what
assault
all
rifle.
these little moments have been about.
Yeah, he does not take any sort of cover. He just walks directly toward them.
And he's got 2 20-plus banana-style
Got
clips.
3. 2 of them are taped together.
Yeah, they're
Yep.
taped together back to back so that he can just reload. Yeah,
like
yeah,
that,
it's
yeah.
fucking so cool, dude.
Ironically, they all turn
Coward.
around and start driving the other way, and it's like at that point he's out of ammo.
That's what's I don't like that about that. I wish he would have had like
None
another
of them
one.
tried to take a shot back at him.
I know.
No.
They all got pussy because he has a machine gun.
Yeah.
Which is like, I'm sure some of them would have machine guns
Right?
too.
Well,
An AR-15 between 20 guys, none of them got an AR.
A fully auto AR is a different animal, though.
It is.
Yeah, you know,
is.
and it's also super illegal to have, and a lot of those Texas types don't. You know, they all stay within their rights of the law, and they have their semi-auto rifles and their handguns.
Yeah.
But and like, yeah, if you dissect it enough, but I you know, it gets a little gay, but the moment that it happens and like
It's awesome.
and that's what I love about the foreshadow of it is it makes it even cooler.
Yeah.
Is that you knew something was fixing it, and now you're not just having this badass moment, you're having like a realization moment too. You're like, oh fuck, this guy's been sitting on the fucking, you know, the Bushmaster, dude.
So then they split up because
Talk about a fucking mass shooting. That's the firearm that you.
that's what you would use.
That's what you want.
Okay.
Yeah, big time.
Me personally, I just wouldn't do something like that.
Yeah, I agree. I think I'm on Tony's
well,
side.
depends. I mean, what if you were a time traveler and you were able to go back to Nazi Germany?
I wouldn't do that because I'd be afraid I'd look into his eyes and just get mesmerized. It's a Norm Macdonald joke. I can't take credit for that.
Incredible.
But they get back to where they've dumped Toby's car, and Tanner's like your little brother. Like, I'm gonna go handle shit. Basically, I'm gonna cause a diversion and let you get away.
Yeah.
Very honorable of him. They say their goodbyes. Tanner says, "Don't be stupid," and he says, "I love you, Toby. I mean it." And then they say like, "Go fuck yourself" to each other.
Yeah.
Brother.
And Toby's driving kind of wildly, singing this country song as he guides the cops on this chase. This is my favorite part of the movie. Anytime somebody's just like, nothing to lose, fighting the police, I'm into it.
And on the other side of it, you've got the scene of him going,
Through the DUI checkpoint.
Toby going through the checkpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And there's some tension in that scene, man.
Hand
It
on the
is-
gun.
sure.
Oh, this is what I love about this scene. So yeah, hand on the gun, takes the registration or license or whatever, does it, and then he just gives it back to him and says, "All right, you're good to go."
And then the car almost
won't turn
doesn't
over,
start.
dude.
Yeah.
I was so nervous. Well, also,
That's
he's
a
like,
great
he's like, where you
detail.
coming from? Where you live? Where you going? And he's like, you know, I live here and I'm going there. He's like, taking the scenic route, huh? He's like, well, everything in post, all the roads are closed because of the bank robbery. So where would you like me to go?
Yeah. He's going where I can. But that how the car just takes a second to turn over.
In my stomach,
Gut wrenching,
hurt my
dude.
tummy.
Yeah,
I know.
such a good feature, dude. You know they did that on purpose, dude. I love that.
But Tanner, like, kind of while that's happening, Tanner drives his car up to the top of this hill where it like
Ridge.
won't go any further, and then lights
That's-
this can of gas with a rag. It's so sick, dude.
Oh my God.
And then he like dives out, kind of like
I love
not
how
very gracefully, just ends up on the ground, but he lets the
hits
car.
the ground and then he's got to like kick himself out of the way. It's
Yeah.
like a very realistic looking move. Like he's not like a Navy SEAL or something.
No,
he's
dude.
not. He's like, oh shit, the fucking car.
but he lets the truck roll backwards into this cop car that's chasing him, and there's a massive explosion, and then he gets up on the rocks with a motherfucking sniper rifle.
That's a 30-06 rifle. That's like a hunting rifle.
Yeah, it's a
like
hunting rifle,
real
but it's got a nice
hunting
scope on it. So he killed Alberto from from 300 yards, is what they said.
Yeah.
That's a far shot.
Yeah,
That's a very far
How
shot.
far? Compare that to Charlie Kirk.
The same.
Oh, nice.
It is the same. Yeah.
The same. I think they said it was under 300 for Charlie Kirk. I think it was
Okay.
250 maybe.
Yeah. But Jeff Bridges and Alberto and them, they roll right up. And I mean, this shit happens immediately, dude. They get on the hood of the
as they
car
get-
and they're looking, and then
Hamilton
blam.
says, "Why don't you go up there and tomahawk that son of a bitch?" And that's the last thing he
last
says
thing
before
he says to
Alberto
him.
gets.
And they just
domed.
get, and it's fucking out of the blue, dude.
Yeah.
And there's no rhyme or reason behind it. It's got no plot point behind it. There's no purpose other than
It motivates Hamilton.
it does motivate Hamilton for sure.
He's devastated.
Yeah.
It
It's,
says 4 people die in total at the end. So one is Alberto,
Two at the
two in
bank.
post,
Two at
in
the
post.
bank, yeah.
So who, I don't think they said who the 4th was, but not a lot. My
maybe
point
there was
is
another
Tanner.
only
the
Alberto,
killer, the shooter.
Tanner.
Tanner.
So yeah, he
Okay.
counts. Yeah.
Only Alberto was the one who died in that shootout.
Yeah. But yeah, they
And that little shriek that Bridges lets out is pretty fucking emotional.
Great
Yeah.
performance.
Oh my
Very,
god.
very good.
But Hamilton recruits this local to help him stalk Tanner, as you said. The local's like, "I'll have him field dress on the hood of my car," and then Hamilton insists on taking the shot. And Tanner's shooting at SWAT and just having a great time.
Yeah.
He like pauses for a moment and smiles and is like, "Lord of the Plains,"
Over the plains.
and then turns and he like sees Hamilton right before Hamilton
Yep.
shoots him, and then he gets shot so clean that he doesn't even fall over. He just goes. "Ugh."
Well,
kinda slumps.
he's propped
Yeah.
up by his rifle.
Yeah,
So the
yeah.
rifle barrel is in the ground and the butt is holding up his chest.
Yeah.
It's something interesting about that. It makes you remember it.
Yeah.
Too. I
Right.
always remembered that's
He
how
doesn't just
he's
fall over.
Yeah, his rifle. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. But yeah. So now problem neutralized, and your buddy got through his checkpoint.
And he went to the casino and got the check. Now
He's
he's at the
watching the
bank.
shit on the news.
Yep.
He's
Yeah, he
watching the
sees that
story
his
on the
brother
news.
died on the news. The banker, great casting. The banker is just a nasty,
Slime ball little
slimy
motherfucker,
fucker.
dude.
Hate this guy, dude.
Yeah.
And Toby insists that he do the
One of
facts
these
and
little
send the release
Caesars
of
eating
lien over.
motherfuckers.
And he won't shake the guy's hand.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Wait, I need y'all to manage this trust for
You
me."
guys handle
though."
trust?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to watch you do it right now. You're going to do it right now. You're going to fax this release
Yeah,
of
and
lien.
it's so fucked up. The guy is like not even being shy about how he's a slime ball. He's like, man,
Stuff takes a while.
just made it just in time too. Like he's
We're about
upset.
to take your house.
Yeah, he's upset that the loan's being paid off, which is such bullshit. And then he's like, trying to be sneaky. I'll file this thing later. Like, fuck you. You know? Yeah, no thanks, man.
We're on the clock here, buddy.
Yeah. But it's now I think we cut forward probably a couple weeks, maybe. It takes a minute to install those oil pumps.
It does. So it might be a month or two because
Did they mention
he's
something?
retired.
He's retired
Mark
now.
Hamilton's retired.
And
But he's basically-
she's in his desk.
Yeah, this lady's taking over his job. What the hell, dude? You get replaced by a girl.
Texas, too, man.
And we
What's
get
going on?
and then we get a ton of information from this conversation though.
Yes.
He has with the other cop. How
Lady and the fella at the diner didn't ID Toby. He's got no record.
the bank is being less cooperative than Toby's lawyer.
Yes.
They're like, those motherfuckers don't want to talk, you know.
All they want to do is keep the trust where it is.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
And we see Hamilton. He's like, I got to take matters into my own hands. Tucks his gun, goes out to visit Toby, and he lets him know right away, I'm the man that killed your brother.
Yeah. He goes, I know, but he's greeted by Toby with a long gun hanging over his wrist. Like
Yes.
he knows what's going on. He's not, you know.
But Toby lets him sit, gives him a brewski. That's just Texas honorable Texas thing. Man.
Oh, fucking yeah, pal.
An ass cold beer. And he asks Toby why he did it. He says, I know your brother did it because he liked it. But I know you planned it. He was a numbskull. And Toby says, yeah, I've been poor my whole life. It's like a disease passing from generation to generation, but not my boys. And he says, I never killed no one in my life. But if you want me to start with you, let's get it on, old man.
Yeah, that's a good one.
See if you can grab that pistol before I blast you off this porch.
Ooh. That's a good Western.
Yeah.
The whole movie is just sick Western.
Yeah.
Toby's boys and Debbie show up.
Even our Comanche line, dude. That's a pretty Western line. Don't roll your eyes.
It just didn't work for me. It was not
But
good.
it's very fucking fistful of dollars, dude. It's like a very, very Western line.
But Toby tells Hamilton, look, I don't live here. I rented a little place in town. You can come by if you'd like to finish this conversation. I'd like to be done with it. Basically being like, let's meet up and have a shootout.
Yeah.
And Hamilton's like, you'll never be done. It's going to haunt you, and it'll haunt me too. And Toby says, well, if you come by, maybe I'll take that off your mind. Something like that.
Yeah, well, I forget what
Hamilton's,
the line is.
maybe I'll take it off yours. Maybe I'll ease your burden. And they walk off. Hamilton drives into the sunset. That's it.
That's it. What do you think happens? Do you think they ever meet up?
No.
Take it off each other's minds?
No.
I think Hamilton just chills.
Yeah.
But it is nice to leave it that way.
Yeah.
You know?
Hamilton just chills and Toby just drinks and works on
Something
the house.
open to interpretation is always fun to think about.
For sure.
Do you think Toby ever dips back into the goo-wop, dude? Do you think he sees any of that Chevron dough?
That's crazy that he was so selfless that literally gave it
Puts it in that trust, yeah.
all to them.
Yeah.
Like he's living so modestly that took none of it for himself. He only
As long as
wanted
he's
it for
got
his children.
Lone Star money, dude. I mean, what else do you need?
So true.
What else do you need?
That is the way that I used to think. I'd be like, I have no money, but I have enough to get beer today.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm good.
Yeah. Oh, man, the relief I would feel when I knew I had enough money to stay lit. Nothing else mattered. It's probably why when I was 35 years old, I had so little in my life.
For sure.
Absolutely.
And I used to calculate everything in terms of that too. I'd be like, this check is 4 bags of Coke.
Yeah.
I'd just be like, all right.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Now I got to figure out other stuff to spend my money on. Chicken thighs.
Poor guy.
That's pretty much it.
I just let other people spend my money for me these days. And occasionally I go buy a candy bar or something.
Beer gun.
No, my spear gun got bought for me actually this time, so that's pretty
nice.
cool.
So yeah, that was a lot of history, me growing up, and just some values that I currently have, and it just being an all around. I think it was nominated for a few awards, and
Screenplay, I think.
The screenplay obviously did not win, but I thought it was an incredible movie, and I love to talk about it.
Nominated for Best Picture
Best Picture.
and Best Supporting Actor, Best Original Screenplay, and Best Film
Who's
Editing.
supporting Ben Foster?
No, Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges.
Okay.
He get nominated a lot. That boy.
Yeah.
He won for Crazy Heart.
Great actor.
Yeah, he won for Crazy Heart. I think maybe even early in his career, The Last Picture Show, he got like a lot of recognition for. That was a black and white movie.
Would you love to have the excuse to like rob banks and do violent stuff for your family?
Yes, that yeah, of course. I mean, I don't really like that Tanner died for $43,000 because, I mean, go get a fucking.
He
loan.
didn't.
Go get a loan.
He
did
died
it-
for millions of dollars.
Yes, but of course, the
ethos
plot,
stuff,
it does
yeah.
make sense, but I can't help but to think, they couldn't just go get a business loan for 45
Well,
grand,
I
pay
think-
off the reverse mortgage.
I don't think
and
they have
then
good
once
credit, bro.
Once the oil money starts coming in, give them some proof. Hey, a Chevron is setting up pumps 2 weeks from today. You will get. Let's do a higher interest rate. Let me give you 10%. Whatever it takes. I'm sure that something could have been.
Well,
bartered.
it had to be hush about the Chevron thing, or the bank may have figured out a way to close.
Fuck 'em
on the
over
mortgage.
quicker, yeah.
Right.
Because they caught the bank slipping on that big time. The bank wants that house. But I think a big part of the whole idea of a guy robbing a bank for his family, it's the ultimate flex of providing without putting any work in, really. Because to truly provide for your family takes years and years of consistent dedication and thinking, and that's what every man wants, is to provide. But we don't want to do all the dumb shit. If we could just do it in one felt swoop, just stick a gun in somebody's face and now I'm the man. You could literally die doing that, and you'd be like, all right, well, I did my thing. And I go down as a hero. Also pets the ego a little bit.
It does.
Right.
I definitely think
Right.
my wife and children would rather have me alive and in their lives rather than a couple $100,000, whatever I could muster from a bank
don't know.
robbery. I do know because she's told me specifically,
Don't rob a bank, honey. We need you around.
Don't get shot trying to give us some scratch. 100 grand ain't gonna do. Yeah, I mean,
Right.
it's
it's not
it's a
life-changing
very
money.
specific situation where 43 grand is gonna yield,
Yes,
Millions.
of course.
Do you know what the motive is
generational wealth?
in Dog Day Afternoon?
Yeah, the sex surgery.
Yeah, he's got to pay for his girlfriend to get her.
Dick cut off?
Yeah.
Well,
it's turned into a neo vagina.
Okay.
And that's in 1972,
Wow.
something like
Yeah.
that.
1975.
5. And that's Fredo. That's what's his nuts, dude? John. We talk about him a lot. That actor that plays that guy.
What are some other bank robbery movies that y'all enjoy?
Heat.
The Town is
The
great.
Town is an all-time classic to me.
The Heat is like
Den of Thieves.
Den of Thieves, basically Heat 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty similar.
Yeah, very, very
I
similar.
think before I knew better, when I was a teenager, like I watched The Italian Job, and I was like, I want to steal shit.
I think
I want to steal
that-
a lot of shit.
Me too.
I think that
Getting a team together is
Yeah,
so fun.
It is.
I think that
There it is.
I've been seeing, Jackson, thank you. I think that we have been fucking, God damn it, I lost my train of thought making fun of that burp. That was good.
Enjoying that burp.
We're talking about bank robbery.
Bank robbery movies.
So I've been seeing on the social media there was like advertisements for a Heat 2, and I was pretty sure it was a joke, but then it persisted, and it started to look. And I still think that it's fake. I still think
Probably.
that it's a joke.
Can't trust anything.
A
these
novel
days.
written by Michael Mann, the director of the first one.
Yeah. We know who Michael Mann is. Thank you.
Doesn't seem like he's going to be making a film of it, though.
I didn't think so.
But yeah, A Place Beyond the Pines is another
The
one.
cast is like Leonardo
Wait,
DiCaprio,
hold on.
Austin Butler.
Might be real. Amazon's MGM United Artists is in talks to finance and distribute it.
Really? It is real. That's
Austin
Unfortunate.
Butler, Buttheads Rise
Austin
Up.
Butler, yeah.
Let's go.
Austin Butler is the man.
Fucking.
You didn't see Caught Stealing, though.
I haven't seen it yet. I was going to
great.
go with you guys.
Oh, I went with my wife actually.
Okay. I do want to see it.
It's super fun.
Yeah, our last week's pod was.
Is the
No, you're talking about One Battle.
one battle
We're talking
after
about
the
Caught
next?
Stealing.
Caught
Caught
stealing.
Stealing is the Austin Butler one. Is that about Robbin Banks, or is it like a Lock, Stock esque?
That's what it
It's
looks
about
like.
a normal guy who gets mixed up in organized crime shit.
So it's a Guy Ritchie
Ooh,
movie.
Bandits with Bruce Willis and Billy Bob Thornton.
Never seen that.
Early 2000s, great fucking bank robber movie based on a true story. 2 guys broke out of prison and were robbing banks. Totally sensationalized, true story. Like that's
I'll
not
watch
at all
anything with Billy Bob in it, dude.
Bad Santa. That's
Bad-
technically bank. I mean, they're robbing the safe of the
yeah,
department store.
for sure.
Bad Santa, classic.
So good.
How much lettuce do you want on your sandwiches? That's what the
can't
little
remember.
boy asked Billy Bob. He's like, "Are you fucking with me?"
Kate Blanchett's in Bandits. Great fucking movie. That movie, I love that movie. That's
I
like
need to check that out. I'll throw it
very
on the
early
list.
2000s.
Yeah, if it's done well and it's about robbing banks or stealing from department stores, or I'm probably interested.
Public Enemies, the John Dillinger, the Johnny Depp John Dillinger movie.
I do
Christian
remember that
Bale.
one.
That's a bank robbery movie.
Here's the thing also that I'll note when you talk about time traveling, you could time travel back and just rob banks. It used to be so fucking easy to rob
easy.
banks, dude. It's so hard now.
And then, they used to do the train robberies. That's like
Yeah,
really
man.
interesting to me. Is like just holding up a whole train full of people.
Just too many people.
Even boosting like an ATM
yeah,
like before they had the GPSs on them.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, that's a really good movie. The assassination of Jesse James.
Dude,
the coward Robert
so
Ford.
good.
Yeah. The
love
guy that what's his name? Roger Deakins was the DOP on that. He did all the
Was that Casey Affleck?
Yes.
That was Casey Affleck.
and Brad
Incredible
Pitt.
movie.
Roger Deakins shot all of the Coen Brothers movies. And he shot Shawshank Redemption too. And he shot the assassination of Jesse James. I think it's his best visual film. Well, maybe No Country for Old Men, but
That's directed by Andrew Dominic, who went on to do Blonde, the batshit crazy Marilyn Monroe movie with Anna de Armas.
oh, that's right. Was that
Highly
any good?
recommend that.
Really?
Yeah. There's a scene where her fetus talks to her and goes, "Mommy, don't kill me.
No fucking
No.
way.
Yeah.
Didn't he do Killing
And
Them Softly?
she
too?
gives JFK head and then he beats her up.
Didn't he do?
Shouldn't laugh.
Didn't he do?
Yeah, he did Killing Me Softly.
Yeah, he was a Brad. Him and Brad
And
Pitt.
Chopper.
There you go. Number
Good God, let's go.
Let's fucking do it. Any closing thoughts today?
It's great to have Ben on, man.
It's fun. I love just
Ben's
chatting.
got good taste in films.
That was a good choice.
I appreciate that.
Did we
guys.
want to shit on Peter for a little bit longer?
I would love to. Yeah, what a piece of shit.
Look him
for-
dead in his
for
eyes,
just
man.
He won't even
dumping
appear on the
all over me.
podcast.
He
Coward.
won't watch. They're just dumping all
I'm gonna
over
make
my
it-
choice.
Yeah.
Well, so what I originally said was I wanted to choose No Country for Old Men, but I'm sure you guys have already done that. I know it's like one of Tony's favorite movies.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I couldn't really see how my life related to it, so that's why I chose. And Peter's like, I can't see how Hell or High Water relates to your life any more than No Country for Old Men. And then he went on to say that he was asking a question. He was trying to say, how does this relate to your life? How does this relate to your life more than No Country for Old Men? Not what he said at all. He's like, I can't see it. I can't see it. And he's like, I was asking a question. I was being genuinely like inquisitive. The fuck you were.
I'll also just tell you, he has not let go of this either.
The fuck
Right?
you were.
Yesterday,
He
we were
brought it up
talking
yesterday.
about it a little bit, and it got a little, sweaty.
We love to get heated at each other though. Like
Yeah.
we're
It's
a good time.
we're old friends. Nothing
I'm a
will
little
break us
jealous.
down.
I haven't gotten close enough to Peter to argue with him yet.
Yeah.
We've known each other a very long
It's
time.
not fun, let me tell you, because another thing I said to him was like, I don't think I've ever been in an argument with you.
You admit
where
that you're
you've
wrong.
Ever admitted that you were wrong, where you've ever apologized, ever taken any sort of responsibility, even an inkling. Like, so if it was me, like on the opposite side of it, okay, you were offended by this. That was not my intention. I'm sorry if you were offended by that. Like, let's make it right. Not even that. Like, you're pissed. That's on you. It's not the way I meant it, even though we're both reading the same words, right?
Yeah.
Not a question. It was shitty. The way he said it was shitty. And I'm like, all this could have been avoided with a my bad. I didn't even say the words I'm sorry because my bad seems less like apologetic. It really does. Couldn't even like give me anything. Not even anything.
The other day, he implied that I was a sex nerd, and it made me so mad.
Dude, he loves doing that. He loves doing that. Well, is it a bit?
What is
though?
a sex nerd?
Someone who's
Inform us.
like a pussy is awesome sauce. Like, I don't know.
He tried to tell me that I do soy face, and he loves like those are his bits though. Like the one bit where he tells people that I like Scrubs.
Peter and
like
I met discussing the TV show Scrubs.
I like Scrubs.
How we became friends. Scrubs
like
is a good show.
He loves telling people.
I
that
liked it when it was out. I haven't watched it in a long time.
He
I don't
also
know how I
loved
feel
telling
about it
people
now.
that I'm a big anime guy.
Oh, that's good.
But like, and
Hurtful.
no offense to the people who are, but like, I'm just not, and
Shit is trash.
He loves to lead the conversation with, "Oh yeah, Ben, what you doing? Some hot buttons over there?
The theme song's about to come in, so
Let me hear it.
I'm dragging it back. But
Let me hear it."
you'll hear it when we wrap up very shortly.
Okay. But yeah, it's
Hear it out, though. Let us know.
yeah.
Fucking come
feel.
on with it,
Something
dude.
about both Peter and Billy really know how to make me mad, and they do it intentionally. And I almost always let them get me mad, and but it's okay. That's part of our
what friends are
dynamic.
for.
I considered texting you before this and being like, hey, we're canceling it because I knew that it would make you really angry.
Oh man.
But yeah, Peter's just too upset about the whole thing. He can't. Your life does not relate at all to Hell or High Water. We cannot do the pod about it. I'm
That would've
sorry.
been good.
Look, we just did an hour, 40 minutes about how much it fucking relates. So
Yeah. There we go.
Well, an hour 30. We spent 10 talking about fuck Peter.
I don't
True.
even know Peter
And
that
some other
well, but
things.
I totally get what you mean because like when I first like met him after I moved down here recently, he goes like, "Yeah, I remember you when your sister got married. You were such an angry kid." That was like his opener.
Yeah.
I was like,
Why would
Fuck you.
Why would that ever be received well? Why would a statement like that ever be received well by anybody? Like, what were you trying? What was his goal there? What's the goal?
All right, and listeners, if you have anybody you want us to talk shit about, write in. Don't forget to like and subscribe to That's a Fish Barcode Instagram channel.
Yeah.
I think
That's a fish barcode.
that's a fish barcode.
What a legend that guy is.
Oh, dude.
What a legend.
My God. Yeah, definitely.
He's just pretending to be
Also-
confused about it.
Also, we're going
He's
to
like,
start
"But
sharing.
it's-"
Also, we're going to start sharing a new meme that we're going to ask people to join as well. Have you guys heard this one? The bait mitt. Yeah.
I don't care for that.
He
But
doesn't care for that at all. Yes, the official stance of Jimmy Spice Show is vaping's gay. Thanks. Peace be upon you.
and also with you.